I'm Brian, and that's Dez, and every week on PSVR, this week, we take a look at the VR games that are coming to the PlayStation Store this week.
We gather up all the trailers we could find, all the descriptions we could plagiarize, and condense them down to this video for you.
Sometimes we look at delayed games, or games that are just missing in action altogether.
So without further ado, here's PSVR
This week. ASTRO Rescue Mission is a brand new platformer developed exclusively for use with PlayStation VR. Take control of Astro, the Captain Bot, and go on an epic VR rescue mission to save your fellow bots who are dispersed all over space. Play through 20 unique levels, each one populated by deadly traps and enemies. Run over city rooftops, explore dark caves, lush forests, and even take a minecart ride inside a burning volcano. To top it all off, 6 immense bosses will try to block your way. In VR, the scale of these juggernauts come to life like never before, and you'll feel incredibly small as they tower over you. Use all of your skills to make them history. Face 16 opponents in 4 distinctive cups and step into the most intense table tennis experience. Take on challenging rivals in the single-player campaign to climb the ladder of the Crown Galaxy, or go online to get involved in heated exchanges with players from all over the world, who, just like you, are hungry to win. Smash Hit Plunder is a PlayStation VR tear-it-up set in a medieval castle in its sprawling surroundings. You play as a mage, and you think you've just inherited the castle of your dreams from your family, but actually it's been magically locked up by a ghostly debt collector. Now it's up to you to find hidden treasure in the castle to pay off the debt. Go on treasure hunts, defeat your enemies, and hide from ghosts as you plunder your way through a castle in virtual reality in a full single-player campaign, 4-player versus, or 2-player co-op. The Midnight Sanctuary takes players on a trip into a long-isolated Japanese village where residents appear and disappear as if by magic, and who also have a tendency to do perfectly normal things, like jump off cliffs and twist themselves in half. A story of strange doings in the town of Daiusu with surrealist visuals and a team of professional voice artists to immerse you in the story. The Midnight Sanctuary will launch this week, but without PSVR support. The developers are telling us, though, that this is coming at a later date. Use a devastatingly powerful turret-mounted machine gun and rocket launcher combo to mow down enemies in 360 degrees across 8 stages. Call in supply drops and support from elite infantry troops, fighter aircraft, and attack helicopters. With more than 30 unlockable field promotions, players earn power-ups to upgrade and customize their machine gun, rocket launcher, health, and support skills. On October 9th, PlayStation VR gamers will at long last finally get to experience the last 2 chapters of the EXORCIST Legion VR. In Chapter 4 Samaritan, you'll experience a failed quarantine zone in Haiti, racked by an unknown plague. Who or what lies at the heart of the epidemic is for you to uncover. And in the grand finale, The Tomb, players are transported deep into the mountains of Upper Mesopotamia to face the demon Pazuzu, where one last confrontation will put everything they learned to the test. Fans of the VR series thus far will be happy to learn that the developers will also be including a patch, making blinders optional, improving the calibration screen, and fixing a handful of bugs.
It must be stopped.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to PSVR
This week. We'll be back next week to tell you about all the VR games coming to the PlayStation Store.
But keep in mind that no one outside of Sony really knows what games are coming when.
But we'll do our best to keep you up to date each and every week on PSVR
This week.